And this is the debut of Campus to Champions in the Champions League with Glentoran. We are at home against Astana of Kazakhstan. We have hit the big time. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan. And welcome to Club 2, Episode 9 of the FM20 Campus to Champions. We make our debut in the Champions League today in the first qualifying round against FC Astana. They are of Kazakhstan, I believe. Yes, they are. And they are the team famous to get wins over the likes of, well, draws against United in real life, and They've upset a few teams. West Ham, I think they've beaten as well. So Astana are a much better side than us, as you can tell by the star ratings. They've even got Tom Cleverley in their side, but he's injured for 3 to 6 weeks, so he's not going to be in our side. But a lot of injuries in their side, and their best players also on international duty. So a lot of their players are out, so there is a chance for an upset. So I'm going to very quickly go over the summer transfers because we are still in the start of July. So I am still doing some wheeling and dealing. So as you can see from the ins, I'm still trying to get some players in on loan. But I'll show you the guys we've brought in so far. We've got Regan Gatta. He's a Northern Irish under-19 international. We got him in from Leicester, who was released. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. He's going to operate in that midfield to be either, a deep line playmaker. He can be box to box. He's probably going to be box to box. But we got him in from the Premier League released teams. We got Nenadic in as well. He's a centre-back. We got him in from Manchester City. Just a normal central defender, not a ball-playing defender. But he's got really good stats. 15 heading, 13 tackling, very good physicals. He's a 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. We've also got Jimmy Corcoran, who's going to be our new goalkeeper for the season. Again, he was released by Derby County, and he's a 4-star goalkeeper with 5-star potential. He's an under-21 Irish international. We've also got in Declan Holbem. He comes in from Spurs. He's going to be playing as a winger, but we're really going to use him as an inside forward. Very good physical. He's only got 8 finishing, but I'm hoping his physicals can sort of make up for his lack of finishing. He's a 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. We've got Bernardo Rosa. He's our new attacking midfielder to give some competition for Rooney. He's a 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential player. Again, he's going to be an advanced playmaker. Very solid stats. And then our head of youth development's brought in David Brown, who we're probably not going to see this season. So that's the transfers so far. And we've got some loans still coming in. So it's not going to be the end of it. And I'm sure I'll show you the rest in the next episode. But let's crack on with the season. We are starting in the Champions League. Early start. So fingers crossed we can make the next round. So for the first game of the season, this is going to be the lineup. We've got Corcoran in goal. Thompson, Ivic, Lewis and McCann at the back. Gatta and Banks in the middle. With Daniels, Dan Rooney and Holbem on the right. Glenn Green still at the club. He's still wanted by Larm, but I can't yet offer him a contract. I did try, and he did ask for a contract. He was up for negotiation, but we couldn't come to an agreement. So I'm going to give it maybe a couple of weeks and try signing him again. Lana's still interested, but Glenn Green is still at the club. Bernardo Rosa, unfortunately, we signed him after the registration window, so he's not going to be featuring. But all the other new signings, Ivic, Gatta, Holbem, I almost said Daniels. Holbem's going to be making an impact as well. So we're going to give some squad numbers out. Corcoran can be 20, Ivic can be 4, Gatta can have 18, and Holbem can be number 24. Why not? And, look, if you listen to the Football Managers Creators podcast, we leave the number 12 blank because number 12 is for the fans. It's a thing, and that's something I've done with every club I've managed in Football Manager. So it is Glentoran against Astana of Kazakhstan. We have the first leg at the Oval in Belfast, so we do have the home leg up first. We are heavy underdogs, so I'm going to give a bit of calm. We are huge underdogs. got there, show them what you're made of. And this is the debut of Campus to Champions in the Champions League with Glentoran. We are at home against Astana. 7 minutes in, and it's Astana on the ball. Clever to Sigurdsson. And it's intercepted by Gata. Gata sees the run. There's players ahead of him, but he loses the ball. And now Astana are back on the counter. Tomasov on the ball. It's a slide from Bill Lewis, but he misses it. And it's headed off the crossbar. It's a scramble. And Coquelin holds on to the ball. Free kick from Dumisi. Astana whips it in the box, but Coquelin holds on to the ball. 60 minutes in, Glentoran haven't had a single shot yet, which is kind of a sign of, I think, how things are going to go against Astana. As Rotariu holds up to the ball, but Dean Rooney intercepts, and now we have a chance. Glenn Green's making the run. Glenn Green is through here. The 17-year-old places a shot, but he places it the wrong side of the post. 20 minutes in, and it's still looking like Astana are dominating this game. It's I don't want to, go defensive, especially at home, because we want to play the football that got us to the Champions League, that got us to win the Danske Bank Premiership. But it's a lovely slide, blocked again, and Astana once again are not going to score. As Coquelin does start from the back, 23 minutes in, he's just giving it straight to them. Oh, it's not going to be pretty, I don't think this game is, to be fair. We've still got to go out to Kazakhstan as well. But Thompson does intercept, but Appy is going to have another chance here to recycle for Astana. But anybody going to tackle him? I think Thompson will get there. And we start from the back. Ivic, the new sign-in, long ball to find Glenn Green, but it doesn't find him. And it's just long hoofball football. But Glenn Green's through again here. He's beating the defence. He's through on goal. He puts it in the net. And Glenn Green has made it 1-0 to Glentoran. And that is a brilliant goal in the Champions League for 17-year-old Glenn Green. The man from Glentoran's academy. He's through on goal. He gets one-on-one. And he does not make the mistake. He slots it past. And unlikely, we are 1-0 up. Coming up to half-time, it's not been a game of many shots. Both sides have had one shot on target, as that's a foul and that's a penalty to Glentoran. And we have the chance before half-time to go 2-0 up. As Josh Daniels steps up. Come on, son, make it 2. He does put it in. And Glentoran are 2-0 up against Astana. And we've only had 2 shots all game and scored 2 goals, so I'll take that every day of the week. But Glentoran in the Champions League, first qualifying round, are winning a game as Daniels puts it in, and we are going into half-time 2-0 up. It's happening. It is happening. 2-0 to Glentoran. I'm going to give a passionate, very pleased with the performance. Keep it up. We don't need to change anything. We are 2-0 up. Can we hold on to this lead? I mean, we've got 2 legs, okay? So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We've still got to go out to Kazakhstan to get a result. But we're 2-0 up in half-time. Is there going to be an early highlight in this kickoff? Corner for Daniels, 47 minutes in, into the box. And it's headed away as far as Bill Lewis, the 8'5" monster. Ivic, our new sign-in, plays it to Banks. We're going the wrong way, boys. The goal's the other way. It's the second half now. As Thompson, Glenn Green's through again. Glenn Green's made it 3. Glenn Green has made it 3-0 to Glentoran. Astana are falling apart. And now I think we need to make sure we hold on to a clean sheet. Because they get a goal and it's an away goal. And we may need that clean sheet if we're going to qualify for the second qualifying round. As Glenn Green puts it in. It's 3-0 to Glentoran. 63 minutes in. I was going to make a sub, but our whole team's performing really well, so I don't want to fix what's not broken. But it is a corner for Astana. They whip it into the box. Bill Lewis clears it as far as Nane. Thomas over the shot, and Coquelin holds on. And I think I am now going to make a sub. But if we look at our stats, look at the ratings. But I do think we need to be careful with our bookings. So they're going to bring Banks off and bring Chuck Woody on, just so we can, bring him off as he's on a yellow card. Anybody else I want to bring off? Anybody tired? I think we're looking good, guys. We're looking good. 65 minutes in, 3-0 up. 71 minutes in, 20 minutes to go. I think I just want a clean sheet at this point. I'll take a 3-0 win. But Bill Lewis plays in the new sign Holborn. McCann's on the wing, but Glenn Green, he's been rinsing in defence all game. And he almost got himself a hat-trick. He's been taking advantage of those gaps in between the centre-backs. Who knows how many goals we can score. 80 minutes in, time to make some substitutions. And I think I'm going to bring off Dan Rooney. And I'm going to bring on Tom Byrne there. And in fact, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to revert to our defensive formation. We're going to hang on for the lead. Gata can go to half-back. Dan Rooney's going to bring off, but he can still play box-to-box. Thompson's on a booking. He's looking tired. Horgie can come on for him as a makeshift left-back. And we've got one more sub to make. Joe McCann can come off. We'll move Bill Lewis over to centre-back. We'll bring Dean Rooney on. And we're going to try and hold on to this 3-0 lead. 84 minutes. Dean Rooney. Glenn Green's through again. Takes a shot. It's in. Is it going to count? No, he's offside. Oh, we were almost 4-0 up against Astana. How close was he? Yeah, he was well off. He was about a foot offside. But, 85 minutes. We'll see the rest of this game out together as we get a throw in. Dean Rooney to Green. Or that would be Dan Rooney. I keep confusing the Rooneys. As we play it in to Gata. Cleared away. And now Dean Rooney. Long ball to find Glenn Green. On the wing. Loses it to Van Reen. As now Astana's going to have a chance to counter. As Rooney now. That's Dan Rooney. Long ball to find Holborn. But it's cleared away as far as Chuckwoody. Holborn plays it into Glenn Green. Chests it down. He's 1-1. It's in. It's 4-0 in the first leg. And he's scored a hat-trick. Oh, what a player Glenn Green is. When we arrived at Glentoran, he was in our under-19s. He'd come through the youth academy. And now he's turned into our best striker at the club. He chests it down. Markovic gets a hand onto it. But it's not enough. And we are 4-0 up in the Champions League. First round, first leg. And I think we are going to hold on to a clean sheet as well. 4-0 the score. Passionate. I'm very pleased with the performance. And Astana we've seen in the player ratings at the start are a much better side than us. And we have taken them to the cleaners. As a young Glentoran side gets past them, we'll praise Glenn Green. You were superb in front to goal, my friends. My loan offers have been accepted by the three clubs. Portsmouth wants Sean Hill and you can have him, that's fine. And then if we look at the competitions, we've got a second leg to go, which we'll show off today. But we're going out to Kazakhstan with a 4-0 lead. Our European exploits has not gone unnoticed, as Wickham has invited us for a job interview. We haven't even applied for the Wickham job. I haven't even applied for any jobs, but here we are. Wickham have offered us a job interview. Where are they? Oh, they're in the Championship. Wow, okay. So, we view the job advert, 51 grand wages, 2.5-star reputation, but we could get a job in the Championship. So I'm going to attend the interview. We'll do it on camera, we might as well. Welcome, Super. We're glad you've come along to discuss our plans for the club vision. I'm glad you gave me the chance. I have some reservations regarding the fact you've never managed in this country. Well, you know, I've managed in Wales, and I've managed in Northern Ireland, so it's not as if it's a massive cultural shift. So I'm going to say, you know, the fact I have experience in various other countries should hopefully make up the fact I'm yet to work here. Your managerial experience lacks variety, in our opinion. Can you tell me why you've only worked with a small selection of teams? Well, you know, I'm loyal to my teams. Plus, you know, I haven't had many job offers, if I'm being honest, but I'm going to say I've shown loyalty to every club I've managed, and I consider that a good thing. You've done some highly impressive work at your current club. Why do you want to move on? I want to move up the ladder, Trevor Stroud. So I'm going to say, you know, I want to take the next step in my career, and I want that to be here. It's quite a change for you if you leave your current job to come here. Are you confident of handling such a big jump? Mate, you're talking to the guy that jumped from a university side to a Champions League 4-0 win. You know, I think my body of work deserves I'm going to say that. I think my body of work proves I deserve an opportunity to step up and manage a much bigger team. You know, I don't even need to answer that question. Have you seen the work I've done at Swansea Uni and the work I've done at Glentoran? Why have you felt accepted to apply for a number of jobs whilst employed by another team? You know, I'm just putting the feelers out, and I haven't applied for a job in ages. So I'm going to say, you know, I will not let anything get in the way of my ambition to further my career prospects. Why have you found it so hard to control your club's finances? Our club finances are fine. What are you talking about? I think we're actually in the black at the moment. But that was a long time ago. I've moved on from it. We understand of having the right backroom staff. I'm going to say... do you know what? I'm sure your staff are better than Glentoran's anyways. I'm going to say, no, don't need any changes. Right, so this is the plan. Fight bravely against relegation. Okay, so they just want to remain in the Championship. That's fine. That's acceptable. If high, we'd expect you to battle against relegation. Do you think you'd do better than that? I'm going to say yes, we can avoid the drop. I'm gambling a bit, but we're going to say we can avoid the drop. A transfer budget of 3 million! 3 million! I'm not used to having a transfer budget. I'm right, because obviously I'm going to tell this guy what he wants to hear. So I'm going to say, I don't think I need a large wage budget. I would much need a smaller budget. Yeah, I'm going to try and, you know, coerce him round. What do you think of a pro's wage budget of 82 grand? Yeah, that's fine. I'll take 82 grand. Do you have anything for us to consider should we decide to hire you? Nope, that's cool. That concludes the interview. So, we are in the running for the Wycombe job in the Championship. Ooh, we'll have to keep an eye and see how that gets on. But we'll find out if we get the job with Wycombe, or we'll come back for the second leg against Astana. Wycombe Wanderers have offered us the job. 3.7k a week, 2.5 transfer budget, 83 grand wage budget. Oh, I didn't think I'd be offered the job. But I want to see how far I can take Glentoran. I don't know what to do. I'm going to delay it. I'm just going to delay it. And then I'm going to play the Glentoran game against Astana. And we're going to see how we get on. Because I want to see how far I can take Glentoran in this Champions League. But obviously I'm conscious that I can only delay Wycombe for so long. But we do have a job offer from Wycombe on the cards. So there's a very good chance we'll probably be leaving Glentoran, which is a bit of a surprise. I didn't expect to be leaving Glentoran after one season. But that's the way it's fallen. But we won't think about Wycombe. We've got to focus on the Champions League. So we are going defensive because obviously we're 4-0 up. We don't need to be chasing a lead. So we're going to go with a half-back and keep a high defensive line. Well, we'll bring it lower a bit just to sort of keep the boys a little bit further back. But we've got Cochran in goal, Thompson, Lewis, Ivic and McCann. Banks going to be playing the half-back with Gatta and Chuckwoody ahead of him. Daniels and Holbein the inside forwards. And of course, Glenn Green leading the line. So we're 4-0 up, right? As long as we don't, self-destruct, we should be into the next round. So we're going to tell the fans, well, we're going to tell the team, go out there and finish what you started in the last leg. But yeah, we're 4-0 up, we're out in Kazakhstan. As long as we don't self-destruct, we should be in the second qualifying round. 13 minutes in, first highlight, and Glentoran have had the most possession, even though we're playing a bit cautious. But Holbein on the ball. If we can get one away goal, we're pretty much through, as Glenn Green beats his man. He's trying to find anybody with him, though. It's a foul, that's a penalty! And we do have the chance to grab an away goal. And if we score this, Astana will have to score 6 goals to qualify. As Daniels puts it in, we're 1-0 up on the night. Astana's going to score 6 goals to reach the second qualifying round. We got this in the bag, boys. We're through. We've absolutely ruined Astana. But, so now I guess we have the chance to have a think of where our future's going to be. Corner for Astana, so yeah. The Wycombe job is there, and if I'm being realistic, I'm on £850 a week now. And they're offering me 3.5 grand. They've just come up from League One, though, so they are heavy favourites for relegation. Do I want to get involved in a relegation battle? Daniels is through. Holbein coming through on goal. He's in the box. Oh, almost scored. So yeah, I'm still thinking of what I'm going to do. Coming up to half-time, still 1-0 Glentoran. And, I mean, Wycombe is a step up. It's 100% a step up. But I'm just worried that I'm not going to have enough time to transfer players in and try and save them. So it is a big job to take. I'm going to tell the team that I'm very pleased to keep it going. But I don't know. I'm in two minds about this Wycombe job. 60 minutes in, we're going to make some changes. Glenn Green's on a 6.5. We'll bring McDade on for him. Declan Holmberg's on a 6.3. So we'll move Gata onto the right-hand side. And we'll bring on Dan Rooney to play box-to-box. So 2 subs. We're pretty much through to the next round. 85 minutes, first highlight of the second half, I think. We haven't seen much going on in this game, as Ivic puts it in the goal to make it 2-0. That's 6-0 aggregate win over Astana. But I want to play the next round, though. It depends on how long Wycombe's going to let me delay the decision, because I do want to see how far I can take Glentoran, and I'd be stupid to turn the job down. So I think what we'll do is we'll keep delaying it until we get knocked out of Europe with Astana, depending on who we get in the next round. And so we will play Glentoran for the next 2 games at the minimum. But yeah, if they're offering me $3,500, they're a championship side, I'd be stupid to turn it down, really, wouldn't I? So it says, I think, well, we haven't confirmed it yet, but it's probably going to be goodbye to Glentoran after only 1 season with them, but we did achieve a lot, to be fair. We won the league, we won the County Antrim Shield, we won the Challenge Cup. So it's not as if we've left them in a worse day. In fact, we've made them the best team in Northern Ireland, and we've made them a 6-0 winners in the Champions League. Although the game's not finished yet, as Van Rijn crosses it in, and Rotaru or Sigtorsson. So, we could be on our way to England. We've done Wales, we've done Northern Ireland. So England could be on the cards for Super Swan as Club 3 looks to be fast approaching. As Chuckwoody, we're waiting for full time. There's the full time whistle. We will passionately tell the team that we're very pleased with the performance. So we do make the second round of the Champions League qualification. And we'll be going up against Ferencvarosi. No, Ferencvarosi. Yeah, them. We're playing them. They're from Hungary. What their players look like? What are they on? They're not on that. Well, Nano's on £4,800, but they do look like a decent side, to be fair. So what we'll do, we'll come back for the second qualifying round. It could be our last 2 games in charge of Glentoran, as we do have a job offer from Wycombe on the table, but I'm 90% sure I'm going to go. But I don't know, I've got a bad vibe, because, you know, it's going to be a relegation battle, it's going to be tough, but they pay me £3,500 a week. I'm only on £850 now. So, big decisions for next episode. But leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2020 content. We will be uploading the Campus to Champions every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. And tune in next time for the Champions League second qualifying round against Ferencvarosi. And maybe we'll be leaving Glentoran. Thank you very much for watching.